What's going on, everybody? Welcome to your daily astrology horoscope for Monday, May 30th, 2022. Astrologer Brian Scarborough here, Fixed Air Moon, keeping the collective fixed on astrology. Happy Memorial Day. Hope you had a great Memorial Day weekend, and I hope that if this is part of your extended weekend, that it's just as great. Love you all. It's a new moon in Gemini. Oh boy. New moon energy. New moons have I've been saying this probably the last 4 new moons, but they feel more like full moon than the full moons. But this is closing out the eclipse cycle. This is definitely a big deal. This is the first full moon in Gemini, the first lunation that we've gotten since mid-2020 when the nodes shifted into Gemini and Sagittarius. That was May 5th, I believe, of 2020. So dang, here we are 2 years later, and the nodes, of course, are in Taurus and Scorpio, and we just had eclipses there, so we are really out, and now we're back onto this excitement. But a lot of this, to me, especially coming into it, is about this first house energy, and I didn't really think about it until I put in this new moon, but so much of it falls in the first house. The north node's there, Mercury retrograde, which disposits this new moon at 9 degrees in Gemini, and Jupiter and Mars are together in Aries. So there's so much of this first house energy, this Martian energy, this new story, this courage, this power, this strength, but also the excitement, the change, the mutability, the curiosity, and the truth that is so important about what is starting in your life right now. So I think that in many ways, this is where you've reached kind of the next level here of knowing what your truth is and the curiosity of what can be identified from that. And I think that it's very important to continue in that direction, continue to build your value, build up the substance and the quality and the sensuality and the touch and the feel and all the good things that life has to offer. And it's can you make the changes to start new based on that? And it's maybe it happens quick here. Maybe it doesn't. It's not about a rush necessarily. It can feel oh, I got to rush to make all these big changes in my life. But I think it's more of the instinctual identification of synchronicity in your life and what's really just starting and being present enough to understand it and to see the truth in the matter and to see the truth in the moment and to go. And, Mercury is getting really slow here. It's on Algol. It's still trine Pluto, but it's also stopping here at 26 degrees square Saturn. And we're just 4 days away from Mercury stationing direct and 5 days away from Saturn stationing retrograde. And they're just looking at each other dead in the eyes. So there is a seriousness to our mind here when it comes to our connections and our value. And I think taking a good, hard, serious look at what we understand to be the best level of value within ourselves and with the people we're around, the connections, the future we're trying to create, the curiosity and the excitement of all of that. And I think that things are going to start happening really fast here. And it's just being present enough in the moment to see what is exciting to you and what do you want to really dedicate to. And getting that locked down in your mind without thinking that everything in the outer world or in society is trying to block you. You can disconnect from that stuff. And I think it's understanding too within your mind that you don't have to focus your intent on the dark things in life because Mercury's with Algol. That's the demon star. We can definitely focus on a lot of the negative stuff that's going on in the world. We can get lost in a lot of the stuff that is just Aquarius with society and the collective, and even a South Node in Scorpio of really trying to figure out all these other people, things in life, these psychologies, what the WEF is doing, what the president's doing, what my neighbor's doing. The neighbor's actually a little bit more important because we are in Gemini season and it's a Gemini new moon. So maybe, keep an eye on your neighbor. I don't know. But all the stuff that's not in your environment, try not to let that stuff dictate where your life's going to go right now. So much of this story is kicking off in a powerful way for what is really you and the value that you uphold. And I think, too, it's interesting that Mars and Jupiter won't meet again in Aries until 2047. That's crazy. Pluto, which is finishing up in Capricorn, will be done with Aquarius and into Pisces next time we see that happen. Think about that for a second. This story that you're starting now is going to last a very long time about who you are, the character that you uphold, the integrity within your soul, what you're dedicating to, what's exciting to you. This new moon is, of course, on Aldebaran, especially in all of our charts. If anybody watching this, Aldebaran is at 9 degrees of Gemini. So literally for everybody watching, boom, smack dab conjunct your Aldebaran. What house is that? Where's Gemini fall in your chart? This is about cutting away the bullshit. This is about looking for the truth and being like really a warrior for God so that you can get out of hell. And that's the opposition to Antares, the heart of the scorpion. Like digging ourselves out to find light, to find truth, to be in your truth, to speak your truth, to be your truth. And I think that this is all about that. Even Mars, Jupiter together. I mean, this is truth expanded within your identity and the courage to just be in that. And to even, if I'm doing like this horary chart and like that's 11th house when we have this new moon, like to be a courageous individual in this world amongst the collective, to amplify the courage it takes to be a unique person, to innovate a better future, and to be a guide. You have to be able to guide yourself, to guide others, but this is a strong moment for everybody. And Venus, of course, disposits that North Node, and it's in Taurus. Your self-worth and the courage to express that and welcome more goodness into your life will show up with abundance and goodness. But you got to love yourself. You got to treat yourself right. You got to, put yourself as the standard right now of how you want to be. And that's going to amplify the start of this story that's changing the way you express yourself and communicate yourself and show yourself to the world, to others, most importantly to yourself right now. Pay attention to everything that isn't taking your life to a better place. This is about the connections, the tribe, the energy around you, and how far that can go, and making sure that that energy meets up with the high integrity of your soul. And I think that that's how I'm looking at this new moon. So, hope you enjoyed. I almost forgot to do this horoscope. I was in full, I'm on vacation mode this weekend. I was like, oh, maybe I'll just wake up at noon and come in and be late. And I was like, no, I'll go put it out. So hopefully you appreciate that. Ace of Cups upright for this new moon in Gemini. Getting ready to start that emotional journey that's going to bring you substance within yourself, happiness, joy, the emotion that you want to feel. Start this energy off with that and be curious about the things that can take place, because you don't even know how full and overflowing your cup can be right now if you're giving yourself the proper nurturing and loving to hold your life to a higher standard without worrying about the standard of life that's being presented to you that you have to live. Oh, inflation. Oh, gas. You can't live a high standard. Nope. This is you changing all of that by realizing that you can attract in everything you need to have the life you want. 7 of Pentacles upright. I love this card because I feel like it reminds me all the time of like Daft Punk and like the work never ends. The work never ends. We got to keep going. We got to keep putting our energy and effort into the things that are showing up with the best investment, the best value. And what those things are. Go for those things. Keep putting your energy into that. You don't have to put your energy into things that are not going to show back up or give you, this end result that you're looking for. And what is an end result? Like everything's always going forward. Like we never reach an end until we're done. So keep working for the abundance. Keep working for the emotional fulfillment in life that you desire. And this is where quick changes can start to come in and present themselves. And we got the Star card in reverse. I think this is really just saying like you don't have to hold yourself back from a beautiful new beginning, and like surrender to fate, surrender to the synchronicity of the universe that can guide you into a direction that maybe you never thought was possible. We can keep trying to go back into tower moments in life or live in this intensity, and maybe life does get intense, but why not, detach ourselves from some of that to find more of the really good emotional abundance that can be in our future, or the really good value of life that can be there. I don't think we have to trip so much. It's like just be present, and you're going to see the signs of what is going to bring more of what you want into your life. And I think being open to that will welcome in the conversations and the curiosity that can make those pivots for you. I appreciate you all. Sending you all my best. Happy Memorial Day. And I'll see you all for the weeklies and for Tuesday's horoscope tomorrow. Much love. Peace.